welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing this really pretty burgundy holiday inspired makeup look. And I got inspired obviously because of the holiday season, even though in Miami it still feels like summer. It's like nowhere near fall or winter. But anyways, I was super inspired looking through all of like Instagram pictures and YouTube and all these new videos that are coming out. So I decided to create this look. If you guys want to see how I created, then just keep on watching.
So the first step is going to be priming our eyes, and for that I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this is the original one with no color. So I'm just rubbing this all over my eye. And then to set that, I'm using the Tarteist Pro Palette, and the color is Classic. So I'm just sweeping that all over my lid so it is not tacky. The next color I'm taking is this one right here, and it is more of a burgundy color, and I'm just pressing this into my crease, and this will be our transition color, but I always like to start it into my crease and then really blend it up to give it that smoked out look. So I'm first pressing it on the outer corner of my crease and then slowly blending it into my inner corner. And I go in a couple times and just to really blend everything out. And then as you can see here, I'm slowly working it towards a little bit higher than my crease, but still not passing that brow bone. And then I go back in and I get more product and I concentrate it in my crease again. And then whatever is left on my brush, I blend up and then right into the inner corner of my eye as well. For the next shade, I'm taking my Morphe x Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm taking a deeper, rich tone burgundy. In this color, I'm really going to concentrate it in my crease and not bring it up so high as I did the last shade. So now taking a more defined brush, this is actually an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to really pack in that color and make that outer corner a lot deeper than the rest of my eye. And I'm also going to be doing this on the inner corners of my eyes because with this look, I want to create more of a halo look. Going back into the Tarteist Pro Palette, I'm taking that color right there that I just showed you, which is a black, and it's called Punk. And I'm really intensifying that outer corner as well as the inner corner. And then I always like to draw kind of a line over where the halo is going to be just to connect everything. Now for that pop of shine, I'm taking the color Minx, and I'm going to spray this with a little bit of Fix Plus and then applying that to my eye. I really like this color because it has a little bit of like those rosy burgundy tones, but it's a lot lighter and really shimmery, so it looks really pretty on the lid. Next, to line my eyes, I'm taking this gel liner from ColourPop, and it's in the color Best O. I wanted to define my eye a little bit, but I didn't want to do something too harsh like black, but I did want just to add a little bit more of depth. And then I take that same gel eyeliner and I'm going to line my waterline. Now moving on to the face, and I'm using my Embryolisse primer and moisturizer. For my foundation today, I'm taking the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. And I'm sorry if I sound super sick and raspy, it's because I am. But I really wanted to get this video up, so I just had to do a voiceover. Anyways, I am basically just buffing this into my skin, and I'm using one of the brushes from the new Real Techniques holiday collection, which I mentioned in, I think, my last haul video. I really love this foundation brush. It really blends my foundation in really nicely, and it takes no time. Now moving on to concealer, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige and my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And I am just drawing a bunch of stuff under my eyes to conceal them. I love this concealer because it's really creamy and it's not too cakey. I like that it has coverage, but it doesn't have too much coverage where my under eyes end up looking really cakey and just dry. I like the consistency, and I like that I can build it up if I want more coverage. And now to set that, I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder, And this powder, I have to say, has been absolutely life-changing for me. I didn't get what the hype was all about until I tried it. I feel like the reason why I like it so much is that it's not a white powder. If you see it in person, it has more of like a cream tone. And this is honestly the only powder that I've tried that really controls my oils. So I like to set my entire face with it as well as my under eyes. And then I'm moving on to bronzer, and I'm just taking the Kiko Milano bronzer and just bronzing up my face. I don't really think I'm doing much contour today. I just wanted to bronze up my face and not go too crazy with the contour. Okay, moving on to blush. I'm using the Studio Makeup blush, and I typically don't go too crazy with blush. I like more muted colors and not too bright or shiny, and this one's perfect for that. It gives you a really pretty wash of pink, but nothing too crazy. Next, I'm taking the Vintage blush in the color Rose Gold, and I'm applying this to the tops of my cheeks and everywhere along the high points of my face. This was the first time using it, and it was extremely intense, which I really like because if you use a light hand, you can get a really pretty sheer wash, but if you really want to intensify it, you definitely can. Going back to the eyes, I am going to take the same shades that we used on our lid except for the shimmer shade and just transfer those onto my bottom lash line, and then just taking a blending brush and blending those all together till I get the desired smoky look. For my lashes today, I'm taking these from Voss, and with the duo eyelash brush on adhesive, I am going to pop these on my eye. And then for mascara, I'm taking the Boxom mascara in Blackest Black, and I'm applying a couple coats to my bottom lashes. Now for the fun part, I'm using this Ultra Satin lip from ColourPop, and the color is Hutch. It's a really beautiful deep burgundy shade, and I'm just applying this all over my lips, making sure that the lines are very sharp and precise. And then I'm taking another ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. This is in the color Notion, and I'm basically just popping that right into the center of my lips for a little bit added dimension.
Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe to be alerted whenever I upload a new video. And I know there's like a new little bell down there so it can tell you whenever I upload. Make sure to hit that as well so you know when I post new videos. So I will catch you guys next week. Bye!